All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? We're live here. Look at this. So I'm bringing TikTok with me here on this live stream. As you can see here up in the top corner, we're going to do a little presentation here about omnipresence, how to create omnipresence by leveraging low-hanging fruit first. And what this is going to be, folks, is this is going to be the exact strategy. Everything that I use, all of the marketing, right, that I've used to go from $0 to $40,000 a month with one affiliate program. So this is really cool. And since we have StreamYard over here on the other monitor, and since StreamYard won't let you go live on TikTok, what we're going to do is we're going to strap TikTok over here on the little sidecar, right? And we're going to go live. So this is really cool. This is ridiculous. But we have a really good training here. So that's the most important thing. We're just having a little fun with it while we're at it. So let's go ahead and get you strapped in there so we can see. Hopefully this will work out. Looking pretty good. So hopefully you can hear me on Facebook as well. Just let me know in the comments if everything's coming through good, crystal clear. We'll go ahead and bring this presentation a little bit bigger because really we're going to jump right into it here today. This is what it's all about. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, welcome as well. This will be uploaded to YouTube after this presentation's over. And if you have any questions, as always, just leave them in the comments of wherever you're watching this, and we'll get to them either during the live stream or after the fact. Raymond Jones hears me. Okay, cool. Let's jump right into it. So first and foremost, those of y'all who aren't familiar, just go ahead and bring this up here really quickly. Those of y'all who aren't familiar necessarily with my story, I'm an affiliate marketer. I've been an affiliate marketer since 2012. In 2016, I kind of switched over to the current model that I use now, which is what I'm going to share with you in this training. And with that model, I was able to go from absolutely nothing to $50,000 a month with a different affiliate program in about 13 months. So I started that in October of 2016. And by November of 2017, I cracked $50,000 a month with affiliate marketing. And then I got a little bit away from affiliate marketing a little bit and did some courses in coaching. And then I went back into affiliate marketing. And in 8 months, I took a brand new program that I've never really promoted before. And when I started this process that I'm going to show you in this video, I was at like $183 a month. And I took it to right around $42,000. Let's see, 41,818 in the last 30 days. So this is going to be really cool. If you're watching on TikTok, this is what everybody's talking about when they're talking about the 15-day challenge. If you're watching this on any other platform, you probably already know about this because that's how you found me. All right, so let's go ahead and make this screen a little bit bigger here. And once again, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them, right? So Jacob, welcome. Raymond, good to see you here. Welcome to the live stream. So enough of that. So here's the deal. This is why I put together this presentation. This is why this presentation is so important. Because if you're a beginner, if you're just getting started with affiliate marketing and you're out there and you're learning all of the the tactics, you learn how to do YouTube videos, you learn how to get more engagement on TikTok, you learn how to write emails that convert, you learn all those tactics and you start implementing them. And then sometimes what happens as a beginner affiliate, you can look at this and be like, okay, I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not getting the results that the person teaching is. And the reason is because you have to put the whole package together, and you got to stay in the eye of the person who you want to buy. And that's why I put this together, this presentation, to give you the whole picture. That way you can take the individual tactics and put them together. So I love this quote by Robert Cialdini. He's the author of the book Persuasion, very highly respected. And he says, what's focal is causal. And basically what that means is whatever you're looking at is what's the most important thing, right? So whatever's right in front of you is what's going to take a majority of your attention. Like if a fire is burning in the next county over, it's not really gonna affect you probably. But if a fire is burning at your next door neighbor's house, it's probably going to affect you, even if it's contained and there's no threat of it spreading to your house, right? Like, it's because what's in front of you is most important. And that's kind of how I like to think about marketing. If we can stay focal, right? If we can stay present in front of our prospects, then we are going to seem like the most important thing, right? So if we create a TikTok or a YouTube video, or we send an email that tries to quote unquote sell something, and it happens once, someone might buy. Most people won't, though. But if we're showing up every single day and talking about this same solution to their problem, that's going to be focal. So whatever we're offering is going to be the most important thing. So when you do that, when you take that approach, right? Like, how are we not just going to drive more traffic to our offers and to our email list, but when we actually focus on showing up in front of the same people who are already warm prospects over and over and over again, then it comes down to not if people are going to buy from us, but when they are going to buy from us. And this is a quote that I heard by Russell Brunson, or from Russell Brunson, when he was talking about how he sells ClickFunnels. He's like, the way I see it is simple. It's not if people are going to become ClickFunnels customers, it's just when they're going to become ClickFunnels customers. And this is so important to remember because, especially when we're first getting started as affiliate marketers, we just want to make money so bad and we want to start seeing success so bad. And I get that. But what we have to understand is if we're doing this the right way, if we're doing this in the way that I'm going to show you in this presentation, there are people who are going to hang around and kind of watch us from the background and hang back and keep an eye on us for months or even years. But eventually they're going to buy something from us. And when you start building up a huge audience virtually, right? When there's all of a sudden there's 100,000 people who have one point in their life come across you, and you're staying in front of them by using the tactics that I'm going to share with you. Well, then you have 100,000 people who are going to buy from you eventually. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to take you, 6 months to make your first commission. And it doesn't mean this is going to happen overnight. But this, like I said, I've gotten to some pretty good results in the past 8 months. If you really know what you're doing, you can do this in 4 to 6 months and get a pretty good system going. Then from there, you just scale and you scale in the way that I'm going to show you. So hopefully everyone's excited. That's kind of the introduction. Of course, if you have any questions during this live stream, even though I am on multiple platforms, I have no problem just pausing for a minute and addressing those if they're relevant. And, let's just kind of move into it here and get into the good stuff. So this is kind of a brand new presentation. Some of y'all may have seen this yesterday. Yesterday was the first time I ever gave this presentation in another affiliate marketers group. And so this information is kind of up to date with what I think is the most important thing right now, not just for my success, but what also, like, I'm taking the temperature of folks who are trying to become affiliate marketers, right? And I'm seeing what they're struggling with, and I'm making recommendations, and I'm seeing what recommendations are actually helping those other affiliates make progress and start seeing results and start moving the needle and stuff like that. And so I think this information here, there's going to be a lot of it thrown at you, but I think it can be pretty helpful and pretty valuable. So here's the idea. First and foremost, we start with the money, right? Everybody, that's the whole goal here. We're watching this to make money, right? No one's watching this just to learn how to become a marketer for the sake of a little hobby, right? We all want to make money. Now, we make money when people buy stuff. That's just the way it goes. So if you're an affiliate marketer like I am, we're promoting other people's products, right? If you're selling your own products, same thing. You make money when people buy things. But really what we want to do is we want to create a funnel that brings people down to our offers. And I think most people are familiar with kind of the concept of a funnel, right? There's a lot of people who are going to be interested in us. We got to get in front of them. And then some of those people are going to join our email list. And then some of those people are going to buy from us, right? So we got to funnel people down to our offer. And that's kind of the goal. And the way we do that, obviously, in most cases, is we actually put our message out on the internet, right? Now, this is probably a pretty old graphic that I just pulled from the internet because, as you can see here, it still has Google Plus on there. And I don't think Google Plus is a thing anymore. But really, that's what the internet opportunity is, right? The internet is not some magic money-making machine. It's just the opportunity to spread our message across the world, right? So in the past, before the internet, we had to buy advertisements, right? We had to rely on the people who controlled the media, the New York Times, ABC, NBC, BBC, right? CBS, and then eventually like ESPN and Disney and stuff like that. Well, those people used to control the media. So the only way we could get our message out at scale is by paying for ads. And us as solopreneurs and people who want to create a side hustle, obviously we couldn't just go out and buy an ad. Like we couldn't just go out and buy a Super Bowl ad, right? But that's what happened when the internet came along. And that's what changed everything. Is the internet gave us the opportunity to get our message out to the world at scale, just with the phone in our pocket, right? That's the only barrier to entry. If you have an iPhone like 7 or newer, or 6 or newer, or 5 or newer, right? Like you just connect to the internet and you can share your message with the world. So what we do is we share our message, and our message is our story in our offer, right? So like basically we tell our story, we attract attention, we get people to come and pay attention to us, right? By providing value or sharing our struggles or sharing our successes or teaching or showing Lamborghinis if we want to go that route, right? That's not the way I do my marketing, but that's certainly the way some people do their marketing. And that's part of the story, and it all relates back to an offer. Now, the most important thing here is your story and your offer must remain consistent. So I think it's pretty easy to keep your story consistent, right? If you're just being authentic, if you're telling your story and you're weaving that into the content, then that should never change. That's why it's important to be authentic. But what a lot of people mess up, especially with affiliate marketing, is they forget to keep their offer consistent. And then one week they're promoting one thing, and the next week they're promoting another thing, and then people are just like, I don't know what this guy or girl is all about, so they're never going to buy from you. It doesn't mean you can't promote other things later down the road, and we'll talk about how you do that properly in just a few minutes in this presentation. But your story and your offer must remain consistent. Everything you put out into the universe must remain consistent. For example, I'm promoting Legendary Marketer right now. And 8 months ago, I made $183 in a month. This month, I've made just a little bit over 40,000. So as you can see, we've ramped this up pretty quickly. But every piece of content that I put out there, including this video that I'm putting out there right now, is talking about how Legendary Marketer can change your life, right? So really quickly, the reason I promote Legendary Marketer, if you're already promoting something, that's fine. The same strategy that I'm showing you here right now will work for whatever you're promoting, including your own products. But if you don't have anything to promote, the reason I promote Legendary Marketer is because they have high ticket offers. You can earn $1,000 plus commissions with Legendary Marketer. They have a value ladder. So what that does is that gets people in at kind of entry level prices and offers them products that are in coaching that are more and more expensive, so people feel more comfortable moving up. There's a great community with Legendary Marketer. I think there's over 23,000 people who are in Legendary Marketer. They have a great Facebook group, and there's over 3,000 affiliates promoting Legendary Marketer in a separate Facebook group. And I know a lot of them, and you've probably seen a lot of them on TikTok. And I can tell you with absolute certainty that most of them, at least all the ones I've met, are really excellent people. Just average folks who are starting to see some success, and it's in a lot of cases thanks to Legendary Marketer, and they're really just trying to share that with anybody who's not a part of them. So it's a really good program, and that's the most important thing. When people join Legendary Marketer, they're getting results. A friend of ours and a member of our Facebook group and a fellow TikToker just earned her first ever high ticket commission yesterday. She made $1,000 yesterday, maybe a little bit more, but she had $1,000 commission yesterday. And she's been working really hard to get that. So that's what's cool. She was a beginner not too long ago, and now she's seeing results, and it's in large part thanks to Legendary Marketer. Plus, Legendary Marketer also teaches you the number one skill that you need if you ever want to make money online or have a business, and that's marketing. So it's really a no-brainer there. So anyways, let's keep moving on. So I mentioned that you really have to promote one thing out into the universe. So every TikTok you create, every YouTube you create, it has to have some element of your story, and it has to attract the ideal customer for one offer. However, that's just the front of the funnel, right? Behind the scenes, you have other ways that you can promote other products or sell other services. For example, when you funnel people to your email list before they buy whatever you're promoting, before they buy Legendary Marketer, you're going to build a database of people who are on your email list, right? Well, you can promote other relevant products. For instance, if you're going to promote Legendary Marketer, you're going to need a website. Well, I use ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels has an affiliate program, so I can recommend ClickFunnels to anyone who might be interested in Legendary Marketer, and then I can earn monthly recurring revenue commissions on that. Maybe there's a launch. I know Jamar was on the live chat. I don't know if he still is, but I know he recently did a launch for a relevant product, and he launched that to probably his Facebook group and his email list as an affiliate. I think he made close to $5,000, won himself a little electric bike that looks pretty cool. So that's how he did that. He didn't necessarily change a whole lot of his messaging up front, maybe a little bit, but he had that built-in audience, and he promoted that launch. It was 10 or 14 days or so, and an extra $4 or $5,000 in 10 days, not too bad. Also, if you're selling things like a membership group, like maybe you're offering coaching, or maybe you're offering some sort of group coaching, or maybe you have a membership or a newsletter that you're selling, you can always offer them additional products as well. Like after people buy from you, right? Like those are the people who are going to be likely to buy from you again, right? Customers. So you can promote other things. Like for instance, maybe they need email automation software. Well, AWeber's one, and they have an affiliate program. So that's how that works. And then when you put it all together, it just looks like this. You have the behind the scenes, and all the money happens kind of in this region up front on social media. That's all one product. In this case, Legendary Marketer. Behind the scenes, you're going to nurture, of course, but you can promote other products as well. So Mitch Fortner, he's over on TikTok here, and he says, how do you get past the barrier as a new ClickFunnels affiliate? So what he means by that is when you're a new ClickFunnels affiliate, you can't promote the free trial, which is the kind of the entry level into ClickFunnels software. But what you can promote is their One Funnel Away challenge. So the One Funnel Away challenge is a $100 challenge. It's a 30-day challenge that teaches people basically how to build funnels. It's obviously more valuable than that, but in a nutshell, that's what it is. So if you promote that, you get the 100% commission. So everybody you get to sign up to ClickFunnels One Funnel Away challenge, you earn $100. Then once you make $1,000, okay, when you make $1,000, that's when that 14-day free trial unlocks. Okay, then you can start offering that as a way to get people into the software. So really what I would recommend is I would do the ClickFunnels One Funnel Away challenge, and I would document my journey to my audience, right? So it's going to be a 30-day challenge, go through it, and then document your journey to your audience or on TikTok or wherever you're growing your audience. And then simply make the recommendation to the One Funnel Away challenge. People are going to be like, okay, he bought it. Now I'm going to go buy it. And if you get 10 people to buy it, well, there you go. You just broke that barrier. So that's probably the best way to do it the most quickly. Okay, so now hopefully that answers your questions with regards to the ClickFunnels affiliate program. Let's continue and move on here. So this is kind of how the whole system works, but of course now we're going to get into specifics, right? This right here is kind of the 30,000 foot view of how this whole thing works. Now we're going to get into details and actually break down my exact strategy of how you make this whole thing work. So back down here, we'll start back from scratch. Down here at the bottom is the offer. That's whatever we're selling or promoting. Once again, it doesn't matter what it is. For me, it's Legendary Marketer. For you, it could be Legendary Marketer. It could be another product. It could be a coaching service, or even, if you're an agency, you can do this as well. It doesn't really matter. But you need one offer. And the way we sell that offer is generally through email. Okay. We don't go on YouTube or whatever and just start selling a bunch of crap, right? We don't go on TikTok and just start pushing our products necessarily. We generally, try to build an audience of ideal customers, and then we generally bring them onto our email list, right? That's kind of the step before they buy, right? We capture the email. Some people buy right away, but if they don't, we follow up with email. So that's kind of the standard process. Still works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So email marketing is still very powerful. Now, obviously, we got to use, we need traffic to our email list, right? No one's just going to sign up to our email list because it's out there, right? So kind of the best way to drive people to your email list is YouTube and Facebook groups. And, if we remember that this is going to be omnipresence by leveraging low-hanging fruit first. So don't worry, we're going to get into TikTok and leveraging the low-hanging fruit here in just a second. Hey, what's up, Toki? You're the speak of the devil. We were just talking about you a little bit ago, but I'm not going to tell you why. Keep you curious. But anyway, yeah. So we all know that growing a YouTube channel can be difficult when you're first getting started, and growing a Facebook group, it can be hard to get your first 100 or 200 or 300 or 700 members. Definitely difficult. But it's very important to focus on these two platforms, and these two platforms specifically, because these two platforms are eventually where you're going to get your exponential growth, right? This is where the snowball effect's going to kick in. And the reason is pretty simple. YouTube is a search engine, right? So as you create content on YouTube, eventually some of your videos are going to start ranking. Well, then people are going to start searching and finding your videos. So that's going to be kind of like a passive traffic stream. But also things like YouTube videos, they appreciate in value or appreciate over time. And what I mean by that is you might launch a video on YouTube and it might get 10 views on day one, but 7 months from now, it might start falling in favor with the Google algorithm. And all of a sudden now YouTube is recommending your video to other people. Okay, well, now that's an appreciating asset. So now it's generating more and more traffic. The same thing can happen with a Facebook group. Once people start entering in your Facebook group, hey, what's up, AJ? Thanks for joining the live stream here. Another fantastic affiliate also on TikTok. What's up, Raymond Jones? Thanks for joining us as well. Anyway, so once people start engaging in your Facebook group, and Facebook seeing like, okay, cool, these are the type of people who are enjoying this group and they're active. Well, then Facebook's going to start promoting your group to other people on Facebook. And then it's just like game over. It's like automatic targeting, right? It's like basically running free ads on Facebook, right? Because Facebook wants people in groups, right? Because it's no secret. Facebook makes money when people are on Facebook. And when people are engaging in groups, they come to Facebook more often, right? You can only look at your nephew's kids so often, right? So Facebook groups are a huge asset for Facebook. So if your group is good and people are engaging, Facebook's going to find more people who are interested. So if I'm promoting Legendary Marketer, for example, and I know that the people who are interested in Legendary Marketer are going to be the people who are interested in maybe learning marketing. So if I got a bunch of people who are interested in learning marketing in my Facebook group, Facebook's going to use their algorithms and find more people who are interested in marketing. Then they're finding me, my customers, for me. So these are very important tools, platforms. They're the king and queen of organic traffic, and it's not even debatable in my mind. And then also these three areas right here, right? YouTube, Facebook groups, and your email list. That's how you build rapport. That's how you build up that know, like, and trust factor. You do that on email by providing value. You do that on YouTube by creating a community. And you do that on Facebook by nurturing the community, right? So now we're starting to see the difference between just spamming our links across the internet and actually building an audience and promoting a product. Now, the cool thing here is if you do this properly, if you focus on these platforms right here, the product that you're promoting just becomes a monetization strategy. Okay. The real value is in the brand that you build. The real value is in these assets right here. So what I mean by that is, say I'm promoting Legendary Marketer and I get that up and I'm doing really well. I'm doing 6 or 7 figures promoting Legendary Marketer, and I'm using this strategy right here. And then all of a sudden Legendary Marketer closes its doors. I'm not out of luck, right? Because I have a YouTube channel, I have a Facebook group, and I have email list, right? So I'm still in good shape, right? I might take a little bit of a hit, but for the most part, I still have a pretty valuable business. Now, I mentioned that it takes a long time to grow a new YouTube channel from scratch. Same thing with Facebook, same thing with an email list. If you don't have anybody on your email list yet, it's not very valuable. So that's where we're going to use the low-hanging fruit. And we're live on TikTok right now. We're live on Facebook right now. TikTok is the opportunity right now. TikTok is the low-hanging fruit. What I mean by that is you can get incredible organic reach, and you can do so as a brand new account. I mean, those of you who are watching the live stream, if you're on Facebook and you're on TikTok, I mean, just drop a comment, like give us some numbers. Like how long did it take you to get from 0 to, you know, however many followers you have on TikTok, right? I mean, if you're on TikTok right now and you're watching this live stream, like seriously, it's incredible. Like you can go and you can actually create your first video and people will actually watch it, right? That's not the case with YouTube. So TikTok is an incredible opportunity right now. We haven't seen anything like this since like Instagram 2014 or so. This incredible organic reach won't be around forever, but it is right now. And so let's take advantage of it. So what do we do with this, right? Well, you know, we use TikTok to attract our ideal customers. Same thing as always, we create content that is going to be interesting to our ideal customer. And what we do with that traffic is we do things like recommend our YouTube channel, right? On TikTok, you can link a YouTube channel from day one. So what we want to do is we want to forward those easy views on TikTok and we want to get them over to our YouTube channel. That way we can nurture them, right? We're going to build rapport with them on YouTube. And then from there, they're going to go to our email list. Then by the time that happens, you know, they're going to be more likely to buy. We can also send people from TikTok to our Facebook group. Guys, when I was much smaller on TikTok, I think I'm at 51,000 followers right now. But when I was like 5 or 10,000 followers, I just basically was getting started. I took about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe not even that long, probably closer to 2 weeks. And I took my clickable link and I linked that right to my Facebook group. And I created like, I don't know, 7 or 10 days worth of TikToks talking about my Facebook group. And my Facebook group got to like 2,400 members. I mean, seemingly overnight. And it was just incredible because that seeds the growth there. Now, I don't have to drive traffic from TikTok to my Facebook group, but Facebook is now bringing me leads on autopilot. But once again, it was seeded by leveraging the low-hanging fruit. Yeah, so look over here. So let's go ahead and drop this up here. So Dallin says, I've been on TikTok for 2 weeks and have 327 followers. Already made a few commissions. And I don't know, are you promoting Legendary Marketer, Dallin? But I mean, think about that. 2 weeks. Imagine if you did 14 days worth of content on YouTube, right? And you had 327 subscribers. I mean, that would just never happen, right? Imagine if you put 2 weeks worth of work into growing your Facebook group. Would you have 327 Facebook group members? Absolutely not. It just would never, ever happen, right? 405 over on TikTok says, what was your group about? Talking about my Facebook group. My Facebook group is called Affiliate Marketing and Passive Income with Brian Brewer. It's about affiliate marketing and really pretty much the same similar kind of content that I'm providing in this presentation, right? It's all kind of related to the same thing. So really, you got to start with the product and then build everything else around it. The product is the key. The offer is everything. So Dallin said, yes, he is promoting Legendary Marketer. He's been on TikTok for 2 weeks and already making commissions. So the opportunity is real, guys. Real cool stuff there. All right, so this is kind of how we're leveraging low-hanging fruit to kind of seed these more stable platforms. That doesn't mean you cannot direct link to your email list from TikTok. I have a clickable link in my TikTok bio. If you click on that, it's going to be to my website where I ask for your email. So you definitely can do this. But what are you talking about, right? Like I just told you not to do that. But here's the deal. When people come to my email list, I'm not just going to hammer my offer, right? Because remember, it's not if they buy, it's when they buy. When are they going to buy? They're going to buy eventually. So I'm not going to hammer my offer, right? I'm just going to play the long game. So I can send people directly from TikTok to my email list. And I generate, anywhere from 50 to 100 leads a day, sometimes 200 to 300 leads a day if a video goes viral just from TikTok. So that's pretty cool. Now, if I just hammer my offer and spam them with offers, it's not going to do very well. People are going to stop opening my emails. And Jamar Jones over here, he says ABC Content Funnel 2.0. And what he's referring to is I used to teach a presentation I called my ABC Content Funnel. And it was kind of the same thing as this, but I think this is a little more fine-tuned. This is the difference here with this strategy is this is more refined, and this is also more streamlined. And what I mean by that is I've basically tested everything under the sun, and I've kicked out everything that doesn't work. And the reason is I want to be efficient as possible. That's how you get those crazy numbers. That's how you scale up, is by being efficient, because we're all busy. Even though I quit my job and went full time with this, we're all busy, right? So you want to be as efficient as possible. So yeah, this is, I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, but let's call it ABC Content Funnel 2.0. I like it. So question over on TikTok says, is it important to capture emails for your list in the beginning, or let Legendary do it? And that's a great time for that question, because it's important to capture emails yourself, because once again, we're not just going to hammer home the offer. What we're going to do is, a lot of times what we're doing in our emails is we're actually promoting our YouTube channel and our Facebook group, right? We're inviting people into our Facebook group. That way we can nurture them. We're inviting them to YouTube so we can provide more value, but also that's going to help our YouTube channel grow. Because, well, there you go. I mean, people just bring people. If you have more people, that brings more people. It's just the way the algorithms work, right? So that's why we can drive traffic straight to our email list from TikTok, even though they're not going to be necessarily warm traffic yet, because a lot of our email sequence is promoting these other platforms as well. And then what's going to happen is that's going to help these more stable platforms grow. And then after we build an audience of people who are showing up regularly on YouTube, we build an audience of people who are showing up regularly on Facebook and have extracted a lot of value from us, and they've gotten to know us, like us, and trust us. Then at that point, we can actually sell directly from those platforms. Not every single time, obviously, right? Like every video can't be a sales video. Every post in our Facebook group can't say, hey, go buy this thing for me. But if we build up enough trust, if people get to know us, like us, and trust us enough, we can actually sell from these platforms. And that kind of adds another layer. And it can be pretty powerful. If you're selling from these platforms and you're doing it the right way, and your channel starts to take off, then, I mean, it can get real nasty real quick. And what I mean is, that's a good thing. Okay, so this is kind of basically our streamlined system. This is how we efficiently create content, attract the ideal customers, and drive them to our offers. So that's an important point to make. Everything on these platforms is all aimed at attracting our ideal customer, right? Like, don't worry about vanity metrics. You're going to grow over time by providing value. Growth happens as a result of helping people. But what you want to do is you want to bring in the people that are going to be likely to buy, because what's going to happen then is, if you're bringing in the right people, then YouTube's going to find more of the right people. Facebook is going to find more of the right people. So if you're kind of just putting garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. But if you're getting really good targeted folks in the start, that's going to help you grow in the long run. And just to kind of a side story here, I have a couple YouTube channels, and I had a YouTube channel, or I still have it, but it's over 75,000 subscribers on there. But I built that up in 2016, 2017, 2018, when I was promoting a different product. And so while I still obviously keep that channel, and I upload there from time to time, there's still people on that channel who know, like, and trust me, I guess is the best way to put it. When I started promoting Legendary Marketer 8, 9, 10 months ago, and I really went all in, I focused 100% of my attention on the new YouTube channel, because I wanted that YouTube channel, the visitors there, to be solely focused on the results that Legendary Marketer can bring. That way, when this channel does explode, if it does, when it starts going exponential growth on me, it's getting the right people in there, right? So, I mean, if that happens anytime soon, I mean, I'm gonna break $100,000 a month with affiliate marketing. So you can't really control it. All you can do is do your best. But if this channel ever goes viral, the one that's promoting Legendary Marketer right now, it's gonna be real nasty. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's continue on. So this is the streamlined system. This is where we really want to focus all of our attention. I know it's a lot, but you don't have to build this in a day. You work towards building this over a couple months or so. And then you just make sure you're doing the best you can. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. This live stream right now obviously isn't perfect. But you know what? You just keep building, keep building, keep building. Eventually you're going to have something pretty great. So all of this traffic, right, from TikTok to YouTube to Facebook, all of these visitors, these viewers, they eventually hit my website where I attempt to capture their email in exchange for some value. Well, every time someone hits my website, they're going to be pixeled by Facebook. And really what all that means is I build an audience of people on Facebook who have hit my website. So now what I can do is I can run retargeting ads to warm traffic, and that's what this sun is. This is warm traffic. This is people who found me organically, and they might know me, they might like me, they might even trust me at this point. They've hit my website. I tell Facebook that. Now I can serve ads directly to those folks. And this is super powerful because I can then promote my offer from another angle. And the reason this is important is because when you have a list that you're building based on a source like this, nobody else is competing with you on that. Like, you're not targeting interests at that point, right? You're not saying, okay, I want to target people who are interested in affiliate marketing, right? Like, anybody on the planet can go and buy ads and bid on the keyword affiliate marketing, right? All advertisements sold on an auction base, but nobody else in the world can advertise to the exact audience that I built based on people who were pixeled from my website. So hopefully that makes sense. So not only is that super powerful because it's more cost effective, but also they already know me, like me, and trust me. So I'm advertising to people who I know are pretty much on the fence and ready to buy. So the conversions are great, right? And you don't have to spend a lot of money here. Like $3, $5, $10, $15 a day at the most to run retargeting ads. And just remember, keep in the mindset, it's not if they're going to buy, it's when they're going to buy. So that's the strategy there. Now, this is where the Omnipresence, this is the whole big payoff here. I still have some more presentation to go, 3 more slides, but this is it, right? Yeah, so Jamar Jones says Facebook retargeting is great. He's getting 74 cents per click. Yeah, I'm getting anywhere from 60 to $1 a click. And I'm getting people to buy into a Legendary Marketer, which I'm promoting right now, for like anywhere between $9 and $20. And to be, pretty transparent, I make about $100 every time someone buys into Legendary Marketer. Now, that number, it depends on where the traffic comes from initially. I don't want to get into all that, but if people come from YouTube initially, they're going to be worth more than if they come from TikTok initially on average, right? But yeah, YouTube retargeting or Facebook retargeting is great. But yeah, the point I'm getting at here is the big payoff, right? So now we're talking about omnipresence here. So let's imagine we're starting with low-hanging fruit here. Let's say I'm creating TikTok videos, and let's say someone sees me on TikTok. Well, that's one time they see me. So then let's say I send them to my YouTube channel, and that's 2 times they see me. Okay, well, what if they watch a YouTube video that invites them over to my Facebook group? That's 3 times. And then eventually they get onto my email list. That's 4 times they see me. And then eventually they see retargeting ads on Facebook. That's 5 times they see me. And every single time I'm talking about the same thing, right? The whole time I'm talking about Legendary Marketer, right? So eventually people are going to be like, well, this guy never shuts up about Legendary Marketer. It must be a good thing. And if you're promoting a good product, then that's kind of what happens, right? So, for instance, this could go a different way too. I could send people from TikTok to my email. My email sends them over to YouTube, over to the Facebook group, and now they're seeing retargeting ads as well. So now everywhere they look, they're seeing Brian Brewer. And remember, what's focal is causal, right? I become the most important thing on the internet because they're seeing me everywhere they go. So this is the system, right? This is the system that you want to build as a beginner. This is the system that you want to fine tune. Once again, Facebook retargeting ads, super cheap, like $3 a day is how you can start. So really non-committal, not a whole lot of money. You could advertise forever and not probably worry about $3 a day. Even if it wasn't working, you're probably not going to miss out on $3 a day just to get the knowledge, right? So this is a system that you want to fine tune. You want to tweak everything. You want to tweak your emails. You want to create better content on YouTube. You want to get more engaging posts on Facebook. You want to invite other people to start engaging. You want to get more followers on TikTok. You want to start growing your reach on TikTok by going live or whatever. All to build up your retargeting list so you could test retargeting ads and figure out which retargeting ads are converting the best. Once everything's dialed in, that's when you add Facebook cold traffic advertising and you scale up. And that's when it gets real ugly. And when I say ugly, I mean good way ugly. It gets real nasty. It gets crazy at this point. So this is where I'm at right now. I'm trying to scale on Facebook. Facebook can be a little bit of a headache because they're pretty finicky. So this is where I'm trying to go right now. And this is once again a sixth point of contact. So someone could see me on Facebook, and then they go to my email list, and then I introduce them to my Facebook group and YouTube, and then eventually they see a TikTok, and of course I'm retargeting them because they hit my email list, right? So that's 6 different times, and that's what Omnipresence is all about. And that's the difference. I have a few more slides here, and then we'll close this down, but I want to hammer that point home really, really quickly. Let's see where we go in here. There we go. This is the difference, guys. What we just talked about. I'll go ahead and bring that over here. Right? That omnipresence. This is the difference between when you see your mentor or whatever being successful, and you can't figure out why you're creating TikToks, you're creating YouTube videos, you're creating a Facebook group, and you have an email list, and you can't get the results. Okay. This is the difference, right? Like each one of these platforms, right, feeds another platform. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm making offers at all times, right? There's not like every single day to every single person, but there's always offers being made across all the platforms and then advertising, retargeting and emails and stuff like that. But this is the difference. Like if people are not ready to buy on my email list, they're not lost. I'm still going to give them value, and therefore they're going to help me grow my business. Okay. Now, we talked about other offers, right? This is our funnel again. It looks a little bit different, but I brought it in. I got a little more bold line so we can see it among this whole mess here. But basically, everything up here is your one core offer, right? You're going to have an initial onboarding sequence for your email, your YouTube videos, your Facebook group, your TikTok content, and your Facebook cold ads, right? This is all one core offer. In my case, it's Legendary Marketer. Behind the scenes, you're going to have emails that you send people after they go through your automated sequence, right? Like you probably have a initial automated sequence that sells your core offer. Eventually, people are going to be done with that. Well, that's when you can then follow up with broadcast emails that sell other things, or, talk about a launch or relevant products or alternative products, right? Like maybe someone's not interested in Legendary Marketer. Guess what? There's other ways to start a business online that can make me a commission. So maybe I'll recommend those as well. Even Facebook cold retargeting ads, right? Like say you're promoting a launch, you can run retargeting ads to people who have hit your website in the past year. They already know you. And if that launch is relevant to your core offer, you can send them ads, right? Like just create a Facebook advertising retargeting list of people who visited your website in the last year, but have not visited your website in the past 30 days, right? They know you. At one point, they liked you and trusted you probably. They might still. But if they haven't visited your website in 30 days, they're probably not actively interested in your core offer. So you can promote other products to them. And once again, it's going to be a very cost-efficient way to advertise. And you can do this by selling your own products that you create, or you can do it by promoting affiliate launches as well. So once again, everything back here can sell other products. Everything up front, though, if you want this to work really well, it's going to have to be one core offer, because a confused buyer doesn't buy. And that's in my summary here of this presentation. Thank you all for joining me. Let's go through the summary, but I will stick around for a few minutes. If anybody has any questions, just drop them down, whether you're on TikTok or YouTube, or actually, I don't think we're live on YouTube right now, but we're live on Facebook. So go ahead and drop them down. But yeah, that's the most important thing. A confused buyer doesn't buy. That's why it has to be one offer up front, right? I think a lot of people mess that up with affiliate marketing too, because it's so easy to say, I'll just promote more things and make more money. You can get to whatever your income goal is with one product. I guarantee it. Point number 2, focus on converting more of an existing audience instead of attracting new people every single day. Obviously, you want to grow your audience. Everybody wants to grow on social media. I'm not discounting that. I'm not saying that's not a goal. I wouldn't be going live right now if I didn't want to grow my audience, let's be honest. But a majority, or at least half of my attention, probably a majority of my attention, is focused on converting the people who are already in my audience, right? Like, that's the beauty of TikTok. If you can generate 10 leads on day one because the video gets, 300 views, well, then spend the next week converting those 10 leads into commissions. Find a little bit of time to create new content so you grow. But I mean, that's the goal. Like, what can you do? Like, we get so hopped up on numbers. I think it's like, what hopefully everyone could see that. I think I had it pretty small on the screen, but yeah, everything up front, one offer, everything back here, the other offer. But yeah, keep showing up in front of the people who already said, yes, I am curious as to what you have to offer. Right. And then figure out what you can do to show up in front of them more and more, so that eventually they convert. And love this quote, or love this comment, love the simplicity of your plan of action. That's the key. If it doesn't work when it's simple, it's not going to work when it's complex. So simple is what's going to get you massive results. The complexity that you can sometimes add in when you start listening to other gurus or experts, that can give you incremental increases. But if you're not making any money, you need massive increases, and you got to keep it simple. And simplicity works. Once again, if it doesn't work when it's simple, it's not going to work because it's more complex. Attract the ideal customer, forget about everyone else, right? Like, I'd rather have 3,000 diehard fans subscribe to me on YouTube than 1 million people who don't really care, right? Another way to look at this is, you've seen videos on YouTube, like how to make money as a broke teenager, right? Have you ever seen those videos on YouTube? They get a lot of views. There's a lot of broke teenagers on YouTube, and everybody wants that. How do I make money without investing money? But you know what? Do we want to attract a bunch of broke teenagers when we're trying to sell stuff? Absolutely not. So I don't need those 1 million view videos, because I don't want those people anyways. Remember, you put junk in, you're going to get junk out. Optimize the system. This is the system I'm talking about. Optimize this system. Like, how can you create better content on YouTube? How can you get more engagement on your Facebook group? How can you write better emails that convert, right? Like, how can you go get more traffic into the system with TikTok and figure out which Facebook retargeting ads are giving you the best results? Optimize the system. And then you can hit 10K to 30K per month simply organically. You just can. And then if you want to throw in some cheap Facebook retargeting ads, you can probably get easily, I don't want to say easy, but it's possible. You can get to $50,000 a month consistently just with organic traffic. But once you optimize the system, right? The system, then you can scale with ads. And once that happens, then it can get silly. And remember, play the long game. It's not if people are going to buy, it's when they're going to buy. And once again, it's not to say it's going to take you 6 months to make your first commission. I think there's a lot of people who are promoting Legendary Marketer right now, and they're using TikTok, and they're seeing pretty good results. We mentioned that. I'll go ahead and pull this up here again. Delvin says, been on TikTok for 2 weeks. He has 327 followers, and he's already made a few commissions. So it's not to say that you can't start seeing results quickly. But if you do play the long game, that's how you start seeing those life-changing numbers. So hopefully this is a good presentation for everyone. I appreciate y'all for showing up. If anybody has any questions, just let me know. Jamar says, definitely got everything going except for cold ads. Definitely playing the long game. I've seen your retargeting ads. That's excellent. You're doing all the right things, Jamar. And if I'm not mistaken, you're starting to see the results. We already talked about your little launch there. I know you're starting to see some pretty good results with Legendary Marketer. It's you're doing the right things, and it's starting to work out. So, it gets a little more stressful, or not stressful, but there's a lot more headaches when you start bringing in cold traffic. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a lot of appeals on shutdown accounts and stuff like that. And there's a lot of days when you thought you were ready to scale, so you bump it up to $400 and you don't make any sales. That stuff happens when you start adding in cold traffic. But if your system is optimized, you got a fighting chance there. And really, if you're just breaking even on cold traffic, you're still got a great business. Mike says, are you getting... So Mike's talking about a fast affiliate funnels program. I don't really promote the fast affiliate funnels program anymore. I've kind of switched just to the 100% legendary marketer model. I do have a share funnel that you can get access to if you want. It's at my15daychallenge.com/clone. Or if you just go over to my15daychallenge.com, I'll go and put this in the comments. You can get started. If you're on TikTok, there's a link in the bio to get started with Legendary Marketer. But let's see. Pardon me, I'm going to put this link in here. If you go to this, if you go to this link right here, you can actually copy my funnel for free. You can use it as a template. You can use it as is exactly if you want. You can modify things a little bit, switch them out a little bit if you want. But yeah, I mean, either way, that's a good template that gives you a pretty good idea of what's working and what you want to accomplish. And so that's a great way to start there. But yeah, once again, I went back to the full legendary marketer right now because beginners are seeing results. I mean, that's really what this is all about. Like if you're promoting something that's not working for people, it's just not going to work for people, right? Like it's not going to work for you. People, when you see things that are working and then other people start promoting it as well, and that buzz starts to get in the air, like that's what makes everything go crazy. And that's what makes everything work. So when you got a good program, go all in on that one program and use the system that I just shared with y'all and be efficient, but show up every day. Consistency is key. Perfection is not necessary. Neither is production level equipment and stuff like that. So just go out there and use what you have and get started. There'll be links all around this presentation, depending on where you're watching it. If you want to get started with Legendary Marketer, I highly recommend it. A lot of people are seeing results. And join the Facebook group. Once again, it's Brian Affiliate Marketing and Passive Income with Brian Brewer. Yesterday, we crushed it on Legendary Marketer. There's 15 spots on the leaderboard. And for yesterday, 11 of the 15 people occupying that leaderboard were in that Facebook group. So I'm not saying I'm responsible for all of that by any means. But what I'm saying is we've got a great community of people over there who are all focused on promoting the same thing, and we're all sharing information and we're all modeling what works for other people. So it's basically like a whole bunch of people testing. And that's the reason I think that people are seeing results is because, for instance, people like Jamar Jones, he's sharing what he's finding in that group, and people are starting to see results. So yeah, it's a great place to be. Here's our, I mentioned we were speaking of her before she jumped in. She had her first $1,000 day yesterday. She was up there on the leaderboard of Legendary Marketer. So that was a big day. Very, very excited for her. But she's also put the work in, man. She's follow her, find her, track her down. She's easy to track down. Use her as motivation. But yeah, it's just a great group, and it's a great program. And hopefully everybody enjoy this presentation. And unless there's any more questions, I guess I think I'm going to shut this one down. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, just leave any comments and I check in on those. Hopefully we'll see all on the Legendary Marketer leaderboard soon. That would be so cool. If we could take all 15 spots one day, that would be super awesome. But all right. Yep. Jamar Jones got it right. Thanks for the shout out. Value first, as always. That's the key. So, all right, guys, have a great one. Thanks for joining me, and make sure you subscribe or follow or whatever, depending on where you're watching this. And we'll see you in the next one. Okay, have a good one.